Two of the best destinations in Southeast Asia are Chiang Mai, Thailand and Siem Reap, Cambodia. But which city should you pick to visit if you only have time to visit one? In this video, we're going to compare both Chiang Mai and Siem Reap in 8 different categories and stick to the end because the final category is which one I personally prefer. Now, do comment below if you have been to both of these cities. Let me know which one you personally preferred. Are you a Chiang Mai person or are you a Siem Reap person? Which one would you rather return to? It would be interesting to see your views. Now, starting with category number 1, things to do. Which city has the better things to do? Starting in Chiang Mai. Now, when you visit Chiang Mai, you need to make sure that you're there on a Sunday because Sunday night is the Sunday night market where the entire old city turns into market stalls. You can buy everything you like, jewelry, clothing items, really good food as well. You've also got the Chiang Mai Night Bazaar, which is open every night too. And also just walking around the old town is really nice too because you do have some nice temples dotted around the city. Now, there are 2 really famous and incredible temples that you can go to just outside the city, Doi Suthep and Doi Kam, and you can use the Grab taxi application to get to both temples. Grab is like the Uber of Southeast Asia and you can use that to get your taxis. You also have a couple of famous waterfalls you can go and visit, such as the Mae Sat waterfall, and Chiang Mai is famous for its elephant tourism too. So if you have the time, definitely go and check out an ethical elephant sanctuary, and I recommend this tour here. So if you book this tour, and the link for this tour is in the description and the comment section below. This tour is a 9-hour day trip where you go to an ethical elephant sanctuary, you can go to a waterfall, and they take you to do some bamboo river rafting on a river too. So if you are interested, again, the link for that is below in the comment section and the description. It is a fun day out and it is the top reviewed elephant tour in Chiang Mai, so do use that link below. Also, if you like watching Muay Thai, you can go to the famous Loi Kro boxing stadium and watch some fighting, or take part if you want to. Now, for Siem Reap, I'm sure you're all aware that the most famous thing to do is go and see the Angkor Wat temple. It is the world's largest religious site and it is absolutely spectacular. It's a shame because when I went, I was pretty poorly. I had a bad fever and some stomach issues, so I would have spent longer there and taken my time because there are so many different alleyways and structures to the complex that you can spend hours looking at, and there are also just so many other temples and complexes you can visit. It's honestly never ending. You can go to Prek Khan, you can go to Bayon Temple, Angkor Thom. You've just got these huge never ending structures that I would have visited, but unfortunately my body would not allow me to. If you want to do a day tour, I recommend this tour that you see on the screen here. Again, I've put the link below in the comment section in the description. This tour takes you to all of the major temples on a day trip. It's an 8-hour day trip. I think this tour is good because it transports you to all the places, so you don't need to worry about transport. But if you do want to go to the complexes yourself, you can get tour guides on the spot when you turn up. Now, just a word of warning about these tours, such as this tour here. These tours usually do not include the tickets to enter the temples. You have to buy the tickets to enter Angkor Wat and the other temples separately, and you have to go to the Angkor Wat website to do that. So you have to go to the Angkor Enterprise website and you can buy your online tickets there, and then when you turn up to the temples, your tickets on your phone are scanned. Alternatively, you can buy your tickets in person by going to the Angkor Wat ticket office as you see on the screen here. Just be aware this ticket office is not located in front of Angkor Wat. It's a separate location. So you have to go to the ticket office and then you have to go to Angkor Wat from there. You can't just buy a ticket on the spot when you turn up to the Angkor Wat entrance. You have to either get the ticket from the ticket office or get an online ticket. Now, another really cool thing you can do when you go to Siem Reap is to go to the Kampong Phluk floating village. It's a village of stilted houses, and if you book the tour that you're about to see on the screen now, you can actually take a boat down the river and take a boat onto the lake to see the sunset. And once again, the link is below if you are interested in that. And also, if you are interested, there is a Killing Fields Museum all about the genocide in the 1970s if you are interested in that. It's similar to the one in Phnom Penh. So then, who is going to win this category? To be honest, I think it really does depend. If you prefer nature and nature activities, I think Chiang Mai is better than Siem Reap for that. But if you prefer history and temples, Siem Reap for me is definitely the winner. So yes, I will sit on the fence with this one. I think it just depends on you and what you prefer. So now we will move on to category 2, and category 2 is architecture. You're going to find good architecture in both cities. In Chiang Mai, as we said before, you find a lot of these small temples, these golden dome temples. You also have the city gates and the city walls that cover the old town of Chiang Mai. But to be honest, I must say that I was more impressed with the architecture that I found in Siem Reap. You've got a lot of lovely Buddhist temples as well in Siem Reap. You will also see a lot of really nice French colonial architecture from the colonial times. And of course, how could I forget Angkor Wat and all the other Buddhist and Hindu temples that you find around the complex. I do think that you are going to be more impressed with the buildings and the architecture that you see in Siem Reap. So for me, Siem Reap definitely has to win this category. So now then, category 3 is prices. Which city is the cheaper one? Now for me, when I visited both places, I did find Chiang Mai to be cheaper. Now there is not a big difference in the prices in both places, but I did notice that prices for food, drinks, prices at cafes, restaurants, everyday prices seem to be cheaper in Chiang Mai, including the prices of using the Grab taxi application and prices in supermarkets. So you will need a bigger budget for Siem Reap, and also 2 other reasons you need a bigger budget. Firstly, Angkor Wat tickets. The tickets to the temples can be quite expensive. And secondly, if you need to get to and from the airport of Siem Reap, it is pretty far away. As you can see here, it's about 25 miles or 40 kilometers. And as you can see on the screen here, the price for that journey was about $30 US. So not too bad for a 40-kilometer journey, but still you're going to have more money to get to the airport. So Chiang Mai certainly wins this category. Your daily budget will be less in Chiang Mai. So now we're going to move to category 4. Category 4 is food. Now I must say it is a little unfair for me to judge this category, because when I was in Siem Reap, because I was quite ill, I did not try much of the local food. I did try the famous lok lak, the Cambodian lok lak. It is nice, but it is certainly not the best dish I've ever had. I also went to a Greek restaurant in Siem Reap too, which was quite nice. You've got a lot of nice cafes and brunch places in Siem Reap. I didn't try the local Khmer curry when I was in Cambodia, but if I go back, I'll definitely try that. So for that reason, I do think it's a little unfair for me to make the following statement, but I do think you will find much better food in Chiang Mai and Thailand in general. The food culture in Thailand is just more advanced than the food culture in Cambodia. You have so many famous dishes in Thailand: pad thai, mango sticky rice, all the famous curries too, the red curry, the green curry, the massaman curry. And in fact, many renown Chiang Mai as the food capital of Thailand because you have the famous khao soi dish. It's chicken and noodles in such a tasty spicy sauce. It is so good. You've also got the night market on Sundays we talked about before, and you've got the night bazaar where you can try lots of local food. And like Siem Reap, there's a really good cafe culture in Chiang Mai too. And so for me, Chiang Mai has to win category number 4. Now category number 5 is safety. Both of these cities, for me, are very safe places. You don't really need to worry too much about your safety at all. So you can freely walk around day and night with your phone out without too many worries. However, what I would say is that you will notice more poverty in Siem Reap. Cambodia overall is just a poorer, less developed country compared with Thailand, and you do see a lot of homeless people in Siem Reap. Again, I must emphasize that Siem Reap did not feel dangerous, and Phnom Penh, the capital of Cambodia, definitely felt a little more dangerous than Siem Reap, but you may be a little anxious with the amount of homeless people that you see. So I will say that Chiang Mai just feels safer for me, in my opinion. So the category 5 winner will be Chiang Mai. Now category 6 is friendliness of the locals. Now both Thailand and Cambodia are full of very welcoming, kind, friendly people, but one difference that you certainly will notice between the people of Thailand and Cambodia is the Thai people keep themselves to themselves a bit more often. When you take taxi rides or when you go into cafes and restaurants, Thai people don't really make an effort to interact with you. Now that is definitely a good thing if you like your personal space and you like your own time and being left alone. Whereas in Cambodia and Siem Reap, when you take taxi rides or when you're in cafes, there is a good chance that the local people may come and speak to you and ask you where you're from and have a conversation with you. Now those of you who are cynical may be thinking, oh, they're only doing that because they just want a tip out of you, and potentially that's probably true. But regardless, it is a warm thing for the local people to do, and I would say that you do feel more warmth from the Cambodian people in Siem Reap than the Thai people in Chiang Mai. So therefore, Siem Reap is going to win category 6. So now we're up to category 7. Category 7 is nightlife, and to be brutally honest, neither Chiang Mai nor Siem Reap are great nightlife destinations. They are smaller cities, so do not expect amazing world-class nightlife in either place. In Siem Reap, you've got the famous pub street. It's the walking street in the middle of the town where you'll find all the bars and clubs. But to be honest, outside of that street, there really is not much going on at all. As for Chiang Mai, you have this famous bar called Yellow Bar, or Zoe in Yellow as the official name is. It's always a lively venue, and you've got lots of pubs, bars dotted throughout the city. Chiang Mai is a bigger city than Siem Reap, so you just have more options and more venues to choose from. So I think I would have to say that Chiang Mai wins category 7 just because there are more venues. Siem Reap pub street is fun, but it is going to get boring after a while, so I will say Chiang Mai wins, but neither is great if I'm going to be honest. And now then, we're up to category 8, the final category. Which city do I prefer? Which city would I rather return to? It is a really difficult choice because for me, these two cities are two of the best cities that I went to in Southeast Asia. But for me, this is how I see it. If you have 3 or 4 days available and you have to pick either Chiang Mai or Siem Reap to visit, I would recommend Siem Reap. I just think the temples are incredible. The architecture of the city itself is really pretty too. But if you're a digital nomad or someone who works remotely and you're looking for a base, I think Chiang Mai is a better city to live in. The food is better, it's cheaper, and there are more entertainment options in Chiang Mai too. So I would say for tourism, Siem Reap's better, but for living, Chiang Mai is better. So for me personally, it's a tough one. I'd probably rather go back to Chiang Mai because I just absolutely love Thai food. I love the food in northern Thailand, and because I'm a foodie, that probably tips Chiang Mai is the winner for me. But if you don't care too much about food, Siem Reap is the better tourist city. So do let me know if you agree with my thoughts and opinions if you have been to both places, and do let me know if you are planning trips to either Chiang Mai or Siem Reap in the near future. It will be interesting to know. But I do hope that you have enjoyed today's video. Do click the like button if you have. Also hit the notification bell so that you get notified for all of my future videos, and do subscribe for more travel videos. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.